This video I'm going to discuss, should you use a trade bot and why? The answer is no. Trade bots could be a good resource, something that you might want to include into your repertoire in the long run, but it has a lot of drawbacks over being able to have some human judgment in the mix. If you go to protrade.tools, you can see the platform that I'm using for trade signals, and you know, looking at trade signals, choosing which ones that you want to follow, and having a feel for how the market's doing that day, that week, and using a little bit of your own judgment, I think far outweighs the concept of using a trade bot. Trade bot goes ahead and makes trades automatically for you, and a lot of them are based on set algorithms, and you really have to familiarize yourself with those algorithms, decide which ones are best to use in what different market conditions, and that in itself is a lot of work. And really, this service that I'm talking about, that I recommend, there's a link to it in the video description, that gives you suggestions on how to trade, when to trade. That is a lot easier and gives you a little more choice than using a trade bot. And they use algorithms, sort of like how a trade bot uses algorithms to decide trades, but they adjust those and figure out with an expert that has years of experience managing money. They decide which trades make the most sense based on the market conditions and based on the math, without you having to figure all that out. And you would either have to figure that out with a trade bot, or the other problem with the trade bot is since the trade bot keeps running continuously and automatically, if there is a sudden shift in the markets, even the best traders and even the best mathematical algorithms sometimes aren't going to do well if there is too bad of trade conditions one day. So that's why you might want to take a break. But if the market conditions are not, if you're not feeling it, but however, the uh, the other downside of using a trade bot is, like, let's say you leave it running overnight or for days and you don't check it, and something goes really wrong and it makes a bunch of trades with a bunch of losses in a row, uh, then you might be out of luck. And trade bots are really something that are more if you have a highly advanced technical knowledge and that sort of thing. And honestly, even if you have that sort of knowledge, I think going with uh, the semi-manually, semi-automated, by going with the system like the protrade.tools method with the TJAI, I think you're going to have more success, because you could do a little bit of basic research on the cryptocurrencies that it suggests. You can see if there's news about those to sort of gauge how confident you are in those trades. And then you can also, through doing minimal research like that, and then also getting a feel for how the markets are a certain week, a certain day, then you can really use your own judgment and try to make your win rate even better. Yeah, and then you can also reference the odds on there for each trade, each individual trade, something else that you won't get in a trade bot, because that's just running automatically. In each individual trade that you're looking at on a platform like that, you'll have an estimate risk, is basically odds. And your estimated odds there are if you want to take a less risky route, you could choose to do that. And then if you feel real good about one that has a little bit of higher risk, but you think it'll pay off, then you can go with those ones to try to make a higher percentage faster. And I do mention odds, and this is more like a very educated guess based on statistics, statistical market performance, and an expert opinion analyzing the market, and also accounting for trade trends. And a lot of those trade trends are not just based on mathematical financials, but also human nature of how people trade. And people with advanced knowledge of that, like Nicola Delic, the co-founder of the TJAI, you could really make trades that are smarter and outperform the rest of the market. And major key of doing this is using some self-control and a little bit of good judgment. You could do this without barely thinking in regards to judgment. You got to at least know how to use the UI of these different exchanges. And anyway, you do this stuff, I think you'll be successful, and I think it is much easier to implement than a crypto trade bot is. And then also, I think it has a lot more safeguards to it. And they can combine all sorts of different algorithms depending on the markets, depending on the market cap of a cryptocurrency, depending on the trade history of a specific cryptocurrency, and general market trends. They can analyze all that and provide you with a bunch of different trade choices each day. Rather than with a trade bot, you're usually going with the same different algorithm to pick the trades for you, which is not necessarily always what you want. And sometimes what algorithm works on one might not work so well on another. So that's just something that has already been factored in on this TJAI. So yet again, I recommend typing in protrade.tools into your browser and smack that like button, smack that subscribe button, and post a comment. Remember, eventually I will be doing a giveaway of cryptocurrency to people who post comments on my videos. So post comments on my videos, and eventually I respond. Eventually I may respond and give you some cryptocurrency, and I'll announce the winners later on, that sort of thing. I'm just getting this channel started. So likes, subscribes, comments, all appreciated, and will be rewarded later on. So if you get a comment on each of the videos that I've posted so far, then you have a higher chance of winning some free crypto in the future. And I hope you start trading with me and everyone else on the TJ platform. The more the merrier. And it is there's already millions and millions of dollars behind it from just the people that have signed up supporting these trades. So it's like everybody together making trades together is I think can help the performance for everybody. And the Nicola and the TJ team really have an incentive to keep giving the good trade suggestions to everybody. They can, of course, just trade their money themselves on the crypto market, but the reason day traders do day trading rather than long-term trading is because they would prefer to have their money work for them and make more money sooner. And the make money sooner part is part of why they are offering their trades to the general public through there, is because they can collect some membership fees, and they have incentive to keep giving the good trades to everybody, because everybody that continues to pay the membership fees, they're not going to want to send you junk trades. They're going to want you to stay with them, and so they're giving you the good trades, and they're trying to maximize their percent win rate so they can advertise a higher percent win rate. So it really is like a win-win sort of thing for everybody involved. So it's something that I'm really, really happy to be involved with, and it's something that you can also get involved with fairly easy. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'm your host, Peter Galanko. You can follow me at domains VBS on Twitter. That's domains VBS on Twitter. I'll put a link to that in the video description, along with some other information, some other links of some stuff that's helpful. And I always put a little explainer on each of my videos, so check those out if you go watch my other videos, and have an awesome day.